Happiness isn't about turning a blind eye to the negative, but about adjusting our brains so we can see ways to rise above our circumstances. Hello everyone, thanks so much for joining me here today. If you're new, I'm Amanda. Welcome to the channel where we are all about shattering the mental health stigma. If you haven't already, please make sure you make sweet, sweet love to that subscribe button. Give the bell a few kisses so you're not missing any of this content to help you with your mental health or help you help someone else. Today I'm going to be reacting to Hold On by Good Charlotte. Now this isn't my first time hearing this song. I was an angsty teenager back in the early 2000s, so it was Good Charlotte, Simple Plan, Linkin Park that was dominating my playlist on my iPod, and I totally just dated myself. But if I've seen this music video, it's been many moons, and it's actually been a very long time since I've heard this song. But I wanted to bring more positivity to the channel because I don't want people connotating mental health just with the melancholy songs. I want people to know that there's empowering mental health songs as well. And with the mindset, the funk I've been in, I think that it's beneficial for me and it's beneficial for the community to have that balance. So without further ado, here's Hold On by Good Charlotte.
He was 17 years old. He was our friend. He was our little baby, even though he was 17 years old.
When she died, she was only 15.
Her name was Erin, and she was 19.
He couldn't live with what he had done, so he took his own life.
We wish they were here still, that they were with us.
Because I know what it's like to be a survivor. I know what it's like to be left behind.
This world is gone. But you don't have to go. You feel inside, you're feeling lonely, and no one seems to care. Your mother's gone and your father hits you. This pain you cannot bear. But we all bleed the same way as you do. And we all have the same things to go through. Hold on if you feel like letting go. Hold on, it gets better than you know.
I'm guessing that a lot of these people are either survivors or, like in the beginning, those that are left behind. And when we're in traumatic situations, we can often feel alone and isolated. And I'm looking at the house that they're in with all the words like pain and everything, and it's almost like being trapped in their own head, right? But the truth is, almost all of us have either been abused or abandoned or neglected, or we lose someone close to us, or we fall into absolute financial ruin. But the truth is, we all bleed the same, and it's how we tend to those wounds that matters.
Your days, you say they're way too long. And your nights, you can't sleep at all. Hold on. And you're not sure what you're waiting for, but you don't want to know more. And you're not sure what you're looking for, but you don't want to know more. But we all bleed the same way as you do. And we all have the same things to go through. Hold on if you feel like letting go. Hold on, it gets better than you know. Don't stop looking, you're one step closer. Don't stop searching, it's not over. Hold on.
He committed suicide. He shot himself in the head.
I lost my boyfriend to suicide. He was 26 years old. I don't think I would have ever seen it coming.
I think I know that he's listening. And if he is, I just just want him to know I love him.
It's not the right order of things. You're not supposed to bury your children. They're supposed to bury you.
The last thing he said to me was, have a fun time with Grandma, Mom, and I'll see you on Monday. And I'll be waiting for Monday the rest of my life.
I did not expect myself to cry over a song I was familiar to or familiar with, but it hurts to see these stories, to know that there could have been a happy ending there. There could have been a happily ever after. We all know that we want to be happy and fulfilled, right? But when we fall into the darkness, we can lose sight of what that even looks like, of what happiness even looks like. And holding on to me means resting and recalibrating. And when you're ready, planning the next steps to heal, the next steps to get through that situation. And it might seem sometimes like every step forward pushes you 10 steps back, but eventually when you resolve the things that are pushing you back, the trajectory balances out. But it's very heartbreaking to see these stories, to know that I could have been one of those people. My son could have been on here saying this, my boyfriend could have been on here saying this, my friends could have been on here saying these things, and at the time I was convinced that nobody cared. I was convinced that I didn't matter, that it was the best thing for everyone, and that's so not true.
I always wonder what I would be like if my father were still alive.
Hang on, because everybody goes through it.
I've tried to hurt myself, but I'm glad I'm still here.
There's always a way out, always. I can imagine not being here now.
It's okay to get help. You're gonna miss out on so much.
That is so true. I actually made a vlog about all the things I would have missed out on had I succeeded in my attempt, and I know how dark themes can seem, and I know how hopeless they can seem. I know that your brain turns on you and tells you that nobody cares, and I just want to say that even though I'm crying, even though I'm emotional right now, this is still an uplifting and happy song because it reminds us of the power in ourselves, of the influence we have. And if you're feeling right now like nobody cares, I do. I care if your light goes out. There are 55,000 people as of the time of filming this video in this community that care if your light goes out. And this is one of the things I asked myself when I was in that dark place, when I was starting to come out of it and I was trying to heal and reason with myself. I said, would you rather go out of this world in pain, or would you rather go out one day knowing that you proved your shadow wrong and that you healed that pain? How would you rather go out? Do you want to go out on your terms, or do you want to go out because you feel cornered into it? Nobody wants to die. It's just that we don't want to suffer. And there are other sides to that suffering. And the journey isn't easy and it doesn't come without work. But I know that a lot of people say, well, it's just the way it is. But thanks to neuroplasticity in our brains, they can change and they can grow and they can heal. And even if it's always been that way, like you've been suffering for a long time, you've been struggling for a long time, because it's just who you are. I promise it's not just who you are. That's what your shadows convinced you, but you are still in there under that pain, and I want to help bring that part of you back to the light. So that's why I created this community. That's why I make these videos, is to remind you that there is light ahead, and it's going to take some work, but we're here to help you through it, and it is possible. I'm living proof, and I feel exactly like the girl at the end of the video. I'm so happy that I didn't jump. I'm so happy that I'm still here to fight another day, and in the last couple of months it has been brutal. My cravings have been kicking up, my self-harm urges have been kicking up, but I've stuck with my recovery, and I'm proud of myself at the end of this, that I can say, okay, I might have slipped a few times and had a drink or two, even though that was my goal for the year, was to not have any. I still made it through, and I'm still fighting, and I'm still finding healing and growth and peace even through these really difficult times. And I know you can too. I don't have anything that you don't have, no matter what your shadow tries to tell you. So please hold on and keep fighting, and know that we're here for you. And this is a safe space for you to share your story. So good, bad, and crazy, please do that in the comments below. It's a great way to help shatter the stigma and to help get that out of your head and on paper, or in this case, on a screen somewhere, so that it's not just in there festering. You got to get it out. It's very helpful, and we will be here to hold space for you. I love you guys so much. Please share this. You never know who might need to see it today, and I will see you soon. I love you so much. Mwah.